So what options do sellers have if your home does not appraise for the contract price? Hey, this is Adam Crosson of Crosson & Co., powered by eXp Realty. So everybody knows the market is shifting, right? You're hearing of home prices nationwide that are still appreciating but slowing down. There's some other markets where you're hearing about price reductions increasing. And so there's a lot of things in play right now, but lower appraisals, I think you're going to see maybe some more of these going forward. So what do you do if you're the seller? What options do you have if the buyer's appraiser comes in, submits the appraisal to the bank, and it comes back low? You're going to get notified of that, actually. And if you're a seller, no news is good news if you are a homeowner, because if you don't hear anything, that means your home appraised. All right, so let's get into it. Number one, just make sure you price it right. Check with your agent, get them to run stats, make sure the comparable sales in the area are supportive, and in some cases you may actually find some that suggest your house is worth more than you thought. So make sure you dial in on that. And number two is that market analysis. The closer that you get these comps, the better. You don't want to go back 3 to 6 months to a year because the market has changed so much in the last year and a half. So make sure that you do that. Appraisers use a lot of the same data. Your agent is going to pull most of the same data that an appraiser pulls from MLS that's available. So number three is ask the buyer to make up the difference or negotiate the difference between contract price and appraisal price. Listen, the bank or the lender, they're not going to loan a dime over what the appraised value is. So you want to try to save this if you can, because there's no guarantee that you're going to get the same price in the same terms. And the time that you lose could be more critical than the money that you lose from trying to get another contract. Some buyers may be even willing to entertain a gap appraisal up front, which would guarantee that you're going to get the contract price. That means that they will pay the gap between the appraisal and the contract price. So that is done when the contract is ratified. So number four, if you're motivated to sell your home, then come in at a little more conservative price, and you're probably going to sell it a lot faster and at least for asking price. In fact, if you come in more conservatively, we've seen a lot of situations where it creates more demand for the house, and actually the price gets driven up even more. And number five is you can always just walk away from the deal. As a seller, you don't have to sell the house for what it appraises for. The buyer doesn't have to either. Obviously, they would like to pay less than what they agreed to pay you initially, but you don't have to sell it. And so if you just can't get there, if it's too far apart, then walk away and you give the buyer their earnest money back, put the home back on the market as soon as you get that release, and start marketing the property again. But as always, consult with your agent if you are in that situation to where you're having a hard time coming to an agreement as to what the best course of action is to proceed. So I hope you found this information valuable. And for all things real estate, reach out to the most trusted source in the Pee Dee, Crosson & Co. Real Estate, powered by eXp Realty. And thanks for watching.